Here we go. Here we go. Everyone's watching to see what Bitcoin will do. Everyone's watching the charts. Everyone's looking. They're watching TradingView. Everyone's worried about the poo-poo. Listen. Listen. So, oh wait, did I leave my paper inside? Son of a gun. I'm gonna read you a little something. So today's options, or whatever, futures expiration, it ends at 11 a.m. Eastern time, which is an hour and a half from now. And we were told, best case scenario, 15% sell off on the price of Bitcoin. Specifically, this is about Bitcoin, no other crypto. Because the futures contracts are tied to Bitcoin only. Which means it doesn't matter if it's the worst sell-off you've ever seen in your life on all other currencies, cryptos, it's meaningless to the futures contracts. It's the price of Bitcoin is the only thing that matters. So the 15 minimal to 30% sell-off we were promised for Bitcoin, which is currently bouncing between 4 and 5% all morning. The worst I saw at one point was 6%. Then it was 4%. Now it was 5%. It's bouncing back again. You know, just bouncing back and forth. The futures contracts are tied to the price of Bitcoin. That's the only thing that matters. And nothing else matters. Wonder if Steven could do some Metallica. I bet he could. But the rest of the sell-off, why are other cryptos selling off? Again, it's meaningless. For the futures contracts, nothing to do with the futures contracts. Only the price of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin isn't anywhere near as bad as some of the other altcoins right now, by the way. You know, the main coins are hardly selling off. The altcoins, a few of them, some of them are hardly selling off too, but some of them are selling off a little harder. But I'm like, why is Bitcoin not hardly moving? We were told, wait till the 26th, it's going down, it's going to go down hard. 4 and 5%? That happens like, that can happen today, and by the time the day ends today, it could be up 5, 6, 7, 10% in the same damn day. Like, what do you mean? What is this nonsense? You know, now you might argue, well, maybe there'll be a huge sell-off before 11 a.m. to bring that thing way down. I mean, you got to get down to 8,000. Some even said 7,000, $7,000 to $8,000 is where it's going. Really? Last time I looked, it was what, 10,600? It was just 11,000. 11.1, 11.2, big deal. This is nothing. So I see this article. Blame it on the Asians again, yeah. Blame it on Japan this last night. But whatever you do, don't put the blame on you. Why? Because I'm reading there's an exchange over in Japan right now. You know, $700 million, something I was just reading, is missing from the exchange, or something happened in the Japanese exchange, and now they've stopped all withdrawals, all activity on this exchange. It's a big exchange. Let's think about this. What are the top 3 countries on the face of the earth that have to do with cryptos the most? America, first place. Japan, second place. South Korea, third place. We saw what happened with South Korea. The regulators are going to go in. Regulators, mount up. And it was FUD. Nothing happened. Exactly what I said would happen happened. They want their freaking tax money. They're not going to shut down exchanges. Governments love tax money. And it's tax money staring them in the face. They just didn't want the anonymous people using this exchange. They want to know who's using it for obvious reasons, more than just tax collection. We don't want freaking scammers and fraudsters stealing our stuff, going in anonymously, selling off, and then, you know, we're all hung out to dry. We can't figure out who stole from us, kind of a thing. It's fine. I told you, it's good. Bring the regulation. We need it. So that's FUD. That's gone. Nonsense. Now we've got Japan. Was their exchange hacked? Where there's just a problem with funds? We're not sure yet. Which is one of those reasons why I always tell you, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. You got an Exodus wallet or a Trezor or a Ledger Nano S or one of those things, you can store most of your coins on those. Now, some of these coins you can't store on those. You got to download the wallet application. But that's still better than leaving it on the exchange. I will tell you, though, I do have a few little few coins on an exchange, a couple of exchanges. I feel like they're pretty safe. One of those is Bittrex. It's a risk I was willing to take for what I had over there. But you can certainly download a bunch of different wallets for all the different cryptos that you don't have wallets for to get them off the exchange. And then when you're ready to actually sell off, you send them over to the exchange and do the sell-off. You know, place your orders and be done with it. So I think this whole thing with Japan, this exchange, is why the rest of the market is now selling off. Not really including Bitcoin, although this was a Bitcoin issue with that exchange per se here. What I just read, I left the freaking paper inside. Now I'm like, oh, I can't pause this camera, so I can't I guess I could pause it, run back into my office real fast, grab this piece of paper, you know, take my little 15-minute break and come out here and update you real quick. But anyways, we have an hour and a half left. If Bitcoin were to sell off, I mean, it would have to drop thousands of dollars right now. Thousands. $2,000 to $3,000 to hit all the price targets that we were told by these so-called internet experts. 15% minimum sell-off. Most people were saying 30%. Some were saying 20 to 30%. I only saw one place that said it could be 15 to 30. Maybe they were giving themselves some ample room, just so they have a huge window to get it right. And right now, it's still looking like they're massively wrong. 4 or 5% down. Maybe then 6, 7, 8% by 11 a.m. Who knows? That's a far cry from 25, 20, 25, 30%. Like I said in my video last night, I was bold enough to say it. I'm also bold enough that if it does happen, all of a sudden, the last hour, oh my God, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, the Bitcoin sold, oh my God, it's down $1,500, it's down $1,800, it's down $2,000. I'll be coming out here to do a video. Hey guys, you know, maybe there's something to the futures thing after all. Maybe every single time a futures contract expires, we're going to see a bloody sell-off. Maybe it's going to go down that way, but this is only the second one, isn't it? In reality, like technically, this is only the second futures contract expiration. Let's see, because it started, was the first one that ended, right? Yeah, the first one I thought ended last month in December, right? And then we blamed the big sell-off then on that, right? So then the next one's January right now. And again, it's nothing like what we saw in December. It's also nothing like what we saw towards that second week, after the second week, more like the third week, middle of January, with that big sell-off. There was no futures, nothing. What was happening? There's nothing going on. It's nothing. You got futures that track the price of Bitcoin. That's it. It's not tracking Litecoin, Ethereum, Loopring, Stellar, Pillar, nothing. It doesn't track those. So those could have the worst day ever, and it's meaningless to the futures contracts. Therefore, that whole theory goes out the window. Do I still think there's big money and big players playing their game? Of course. Lindsey Williams already told us too. Oh, absolutely. These guys are going to get in. They're going to know the tops, the bottoms, everything. That also means they don't care about futures one way or the other. Unless it's their turn to make it either go up and collect on the futures. Because again, futures contract means you're betting on the future price of a particular asset. In this case, Bitcoin. So maybe you're the elite and you think, okay, these idiots, these sheeple think they know how we operate. They think there's going to be a bloody sell-off. Guess what we're going to do this time when this contract expires next month? You know, February or March or whatever. Pick one. We're going to run it up. We're going to run the crap out of it. That way, if anyone thought they'd come over here and play our game with a futures contract and short it, we just crushed them. Like we always do. And then you think you got it figured out. Next time, they're going to do it again. And then you go long next time, and they short it. And you get crushed again. Don't play their game. Don't play these paper games. Well, yeah, but the leverage is incredible. I can make a fortune. Yeah. And you could get a margin call that destroys your entire life and bankrupts you. That's why I don't play with those futures. I don't care about that crap. I also don't want to touch Ripple because it's a bankster coin. I don't care how good it ends up going up or whatever. Sell off. Believe me, there's some good money to be made in Ripple with it going up and down. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it because I'd rather play with these other coins. Staying far away from these damn crooks and their coins and their futures and everything else. Bottom line, it's 11 a.m. is the alleged deadline that these things expire today. And if we get anywhere near a 20% sell-off, I'll go ahead and give some credit. I'll give some credit. Look, guys, I thought it'd be, we're going to have to watch the futures from now on. Maybe there's something to this after all. Let's see what happens in February when that one expires. I'll come out and do the video. I can't always be right. I'm a human. I get wrong. Sure, I've made some mistakes in my time. But I think I've studied this stuff long enough in the club and how they operate and do that kind of, do the things that they do, that I can make a statement pretty confidently, which I could still get wrong. But right now, I'm not wrong. And I think everyone's buying in the crap. Some people sold off. And I think they, especially with Bitcoin, you may have sold off in fear of nothing because it's not happening. This big waterfall sell-off. Now, granted, maybe you want to sell off your entire Bitcoin stash to scrape up 5 or 6% on a possibility of something happening. I'm not willing to risk that, especially not in my main coins. Bitcoin's a main coin. I'm not playing that game. I'm a hodler. I will hodl most of the time. But on a day like today, the Japanese exchange is having a problem. It caused major problems. That's why all these other altcoins are selling off right now. Blame it on the Asians once again. Once again. My goodness, how many times do we have to hear about this stuff? First it's China, then it's Korea, then it's Korea a second time. Now it's Japan and their exchange. Oh my gosh. And what if we hear later on, never mind, we weren't missing any Bitcoin, $700 million worth. Never mind, it's all good. Imagine that. Market rallies all of a sudden. Tricked you, gotcha. Or maybe there's something to it where they hacked. Who knows? The bottom line is, out of all the days, the 26th of January, the future sell-off, big market correction coming downward. You mean to tell me that Japan just accidentally has a little issue today in their major exchange? Okay, sure. Having said that, it ain't no 20-30% drop in Bitcoin. It ain't no 20-30% drop in Litecoin. Ain't no 20-30% drop in Ethereum. The main coins are sitting there barely down. I mean, we've seen these coins hit these down numbers and then go back up and end the day green. Now, you're not going to see a 20 or 30% down day end the day green. That's not happening. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you because I don't know if you all have heard that with this Japanese exchange. I just read it a little while ago. I figured I'd just let you know. And let you know I'm watching the price of Bitcoin with this nonsense, this futures contract crap. It's just not worth risking to me. All my crypto, my portfolio to sell a bunch off just in case a sell-off happens. No way, because if a sell-off doesn't happen and I just sold a bunch of my portfolio off, guess what you have to do then? Now I got to get back in at a higher price. Oops. But if you get it right and you did sell off a bit of your portfolio and the market's down and you just capitalize, you're going to look at yourself and say, damn, I got it right. Hey, it worked. But just understand it's very risky, and the next time you try that maneuver, it might not work, and the opposite may occur, which is why I like to just buy, hold, buy some more, hold, buy some more, hold. Big sell-off? Yes, buy some more. Find a way to do it. Find the coins that are down the hardest and buy some more of those at the top 50, top 100 coin market cap site. Go there. Which ones are hit hard, the hardest today? I've said this before. And you grab those coins, because when they recover, they'll recover better than the rest of them. That were only down 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10%. Down the wrong hole. Down the wrong hole. So anyways, I'm watching. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching for the Bitcoin. I think that'll be a good parody song. And good news, I just got a reply back email from the company that does those karaoke tunes very well. Licensing agreement is as following. Each track will cost you such and such. You can use it on YouTube. You can sell it on iTunes. And the price is not bad at all. And I am going to, I already sent the email. I agree. I agree to these terms. How do I pay? Here's the songs that I would like to purchase immediately. It's for a 3-year licensing agreement. Oh, we're going to be able to sell these parodies in full on iTunes and the other YouTube channel I have, which by the way is named Crypto Karaoke. There's nothing on that channel yet. I haven't uploaded anything because I'm not going to until I get the official licensing deal done. And then I'll upload all the songs that we've done. I'll make sure they're the top quality, ready to go. Everything's just right. And they'll be on that channel. And then we are going to put them on iTunes. They are going on iTunes. And I've got a friend of mine, as I said, his daughter's really good singer. And she pulled off the Alone song from Heart. Till now. And I heard it and got chills. I actually got chills when I heard her. I was like, oh, snap. So I'm probably going to play the drums to that song and then send it back to her and have her do her cover, lyrics that I send her. So that'll be one of the ones that go on the album. And I'm going to pay this young lady in some Litecoin for her services. Thank you very much. But yeah, looking forward to that. I was psyched when I got that email today. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. I got to call Steven in a minute. I already told him, but I got to call him to talk about a few things anyways. But that's it for now. Watch that Bitcoin price. Forget the rest of them. Watch the Bitcoin price. You want to play a game? Go find the coins in the top 50, whatever. Top 50 is fine. Which one's down hardest today? That one. Second one down hardest? That one. Boom. Scoops them up. Ride it back up as soon as they recover. They usually will recover harder than the rest. I've already seen this. I've already played the game, by the way, or else I wouldn't be telling you this. Doesn't mean it'll happen every single time, but it's a damn good strategy and has worked quite well for me, by the way. Love you guys. Take care.